Welcome to Shop Talk. Today, friends, we are working on, and I'm showing you with a live demonstration how to fix your YouTube channel, including a video on your channel when things just did not go quite right during one of your live streams. If you're like me, you have the best intentions when you go live, and then something happens and your mind goes somewhere else. You're supposed to be talking about this, or at least you had planned, intended. What had happened was, right? It all goes left. But friends, typically during the live stream, you get back on track, you stay focused, hocus focus, stay focused, creators. That's what I do. And that's what we're going to talk about. It's a very common thing that happens as a YouTuber, particularly as a part-time YouTuber like me. If you're a part-time YouTuber, go ahead and drop that in the chat. Friends, it's all about the horizontal today because I need all focus on the desktop edition of YouTube Studio. So take a moment. Get out your laptop, get out your notepad. We're doing a live DIY demonstration teaching you how to fix your live streams and make them more focused so that we can optimize the views on the replay. Remember that during a live stream, you're going to get two distinct streams of viewers on that content. One, while you are actually live, it's in the moment, it's in real time. People are reacting and responding to what you do as the YouTuber. Because remember, as a YouTube content creator, you are the talent. YouTube is about you being you. And when you're live, everyone can see your personality. Everyone can see how you monitor the chat, how you respond, and they like something about how you show up. And if they do, they'll hit that like button. And then the second stream of traffic happens after the live stream ends. And friends, we're going to focus on how we can optimize the views on the VOD, the video on demand, otherwise known to us in these YouTube streets as the replay traffic. Yes, as you grow your content library. So thank you all for joining me. Let's say hello to some of my favorite creators who are already part of the Content Creator Collective. And thank y'all for being here for episode 114. Yep, I said that right. Episode 114 of Shop Talk. And I am your host, Kendi K. All day. We want to thank you. Very first one to this stream is our good friend in the YouTube streets, is Sandra James Living It. Y'all, she's a colorectal survivor. She's a colorectal cancer survivor, and I like to say thriver. And y'all, she is growing that YouTube channel. Y'all, she's got a goal. She's got her next mini goal is 1,000 subscribers. And I know that we can help her to get there. Content creators, go ahead, start your engines. Go ahead and continue to drop your channel links and make sure to tell all the friends a little bit about your channel. We want to welcome back Simply Debbie Sue. How are you, Simply Debbie Sue? Today's Thursday. That means we should be looking for a new story for the week. But I saw we got a porch chat. Yes, we got a rainy day porch chat. I love that too. Thank you, Debbie Sue. Elevated Chills, thank you for being here for this edition of Shop Talk. Oh, I love the content. I love your transformative content. Y'all, if you don't know what transformative content looks like, then check out Elevated Chills. He did some, he's kind of been dipping his toe and trying some new things, and I'm loving it. Elevated Chills, I hope you caught the vibe because I dropped lots of comments on that content because I enjoyed it. I watched it all the way through. Yes, thank you all for being here. We want to welcome y'all. Hey there, Gemini Diva. Thank you for being here, and thank you for helping to moderate this stream. I appreciate you. And it's another one of our great ones in the YouTube streets who is blowing up. His channel is growing by leaps and bounds. It's growing exponentially because he just keeps showing up. When I think of Grant's faithful GLP-1 journey, I think of another word. The big C word, consistency. He's been really consistent, and his channel, y'all, he has smashed through the first leg towards full monetization by reaching 1,000 subscribers, y'all. And I think he did it in 100 days or less. Yes, more like about 65 days or less. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And friends, I thank all of you for being here. If you are not actively in our chat, but you are still watching this stream. And thank you for your intention. And thank you for showing up for yourself by coming over here and learning and connecting and growing with us here on Shop Talk. Now, let's get down to the meat of the matter. I want to share my screen and let's just talk shop as YouTube content creators. Let me give you an example first of what happened when I was recording a live stream live in the car from Costco. Okay. So let me just play that. And I'm going to show you the exact scenario because I want you to see that it's so great and you're still able to recover that content. The live is about being live and y'all respond to that. Things happen. But here, this is what I'm talking about to give an update on my measurements. But friends, yeah, let me make sure everything's in here. So I took back that. Okay, so as you can see, I was trying to give an update on some fiber-rich products that I was picking up from Costco. And friends, as soon as I went live, crazy things started happening with the live stream. So let's start from the beginning so you can get a feel for how this live went wrong right away. What I'm doing wrong, something I'm forgetting, something really simple. But can you all tell me why every time I try to go live from my car using my iPhone 15 Pro Max, it always doesn't connect? It connects and then it shuts off immediately. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I tried my other device, which is an Android device, a Note 9, I believe, and it's working like a champ. That's all I'm gonna say. So I just had so as you can see, I was supposed to be talking about Groom's gummies and it's supposed to be talking about the edamame that I picked up because it was on sale. And instead, I went right in talking about technical difficulties that I was experiencing as I was trying to do that live stream, live on location from Costco. Friends, so I want to kind of trim that out. And that's what I'm teaching you today with this live demonstration, how to fix your YouTube videos in minutes for free in YouTube Studio. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And before we do, let's share over here. So what you should be seeing now is the back office of the YouTube Studio streaming software. That's what you're looking at now is the back office. You see what I see. It's in black. And this is what it looks like when you stream and you're looking at it from a desktop, the desktop array of that, okay? And I always go here because I tell y'all, I'm a lady of a particular age and you get so many more functions when you use the full desktop edition. And this is for streaming when you are live and streaming. And y'all, this is for today's edition of Shop Talk. Okay, to be very clear and transparent. I want to give you, you're getting a bonus. I want to show with you step by step how you can create a poll on during your live, more views and more engagement. The more positive engagement signals that you give the YouTube algorithm while you are live, the more they will send that stream out to new audiences. We want to welcome in Kyle Vlog. Welcome in, creators. So here's what I do, y'all. I'm down in the lower right-hand corner. Can you see me down there? I've got hearts down there. I've got all the little emojis down there. I've got my chat box. If I want to chat to you, I can drop my Nightbot is here working as our virtual assistant. And so feel free to use Nightbot to share out your channel link. Friends, if I want to click there on the $, that is where you can click if you want information about joining my membership or dropping a super chat or a super sticker. I invite you to do that as well. But friends, I came over to hit that plus sign. Let me close out of that. Right there, there's a plus sign right there. I came over to hit that plus sign because that is where I can go to start a Q&A, and I can drop a question and it will be put in my chat stream. And then viewers respond to that by dropping a comment in the chat. It's kind of like normal chat, but you're giving a prompt question for that. But I all the time like this one. Candy K loves a poll. In fact, I did a poll as a community post today, reminding you that we were doing a kind of a lunchtime afternoon edition of Shop Talk. So let's think of a poll question for today. And this is the poll question that I have already thought of in my mind. When you go to create poll questions for use during a live stream, the key thing is you can set them up in advance, but don't start the poll. You cannot start the poll until after you start the live stream. And that is true even through StreamYard. Notice that this stream is being powered by StreamYard, but in order for me to start this poll, I had to come back over in real time to the YouTube Studio streaming software and create and start the poll from that side. You cannot do start polls from within StreamYard. Okay. Okay, so here's my poll question. Do you, since we're the Content Creator Collective, do you miss Candy K's Shop Talk channel parades? It's a yes question or it's a no question. And you get 35 characters for your, if I had an additional option, I could say yes, I miss the channel parades. No, I don't miss the channel parades, Candy K. Or you could add a third and a fourth option, and each of them allow you 35 characters to respond. But right now I'm ready for that poll. And I just hit start poll, and that poll is activated now. Y'all, if you don't mind, please, if you are part of the Content Creator Collective, I do want your feedback to let you know what you want me to do next for Shop Talk, because we are, in fact, the Content Creator Collective. Friends, today, Candy K is going behind the scenes, and I'm sharing with you how you can fix your live stream videos and optimize them for viewership and enjoyment on the replays, the videos on demand. So y'all go ahead and answer that channel parade question. Thank you to the 7 folks who have already responded, letting me know that everything is working. And looks like everyone has been looking for the channel parades. And so, friends, I just wanted to update you. I have them coming back, and you're going to see some great content, and you're going to have lots of surprises. Y'all, I take the channel parades help me to feature some of the best content out there from new and small YouTubers, and I choose the entries in each week's channel parade. I choose those creators from those folks who are in the Content Creator Collective. How can you be a part of the Content Creator Collective? Friends, all you have to do is be down in my comments, giving us positive feedback, letting me know that you are there. I won't know that you're there watching the content unless you leave a comment. And y'all, I'll check out the channels. I always do. You'll always see me out and about in the YouTube streets. And because I love to do that, because I love to help. That's what we're about over here on Shop Talk. We don't do any gatekeeping over here. It's all about, it really is about creators helping creators. Y'all, thank you all for being here for this edition of Shop Talk today. So we just went behind behind the scenes in YouTube Studio into the YouTube Studio streaming software so that I could show you step by step how to create and start a poll. Polls are important because you want folks to engage with your content. So other ways that they can engage with your content is by using the like button. They could hit the hearts or happy faces. There's a little celebration button over there. Any of those emojis all show positive engagement on your content. Friends, they can leave a comment. That's another way to demonstrate positive engagement on the content. And friends, invite your viewers to do that so that you can connect with them. That's why you're doing the live stream, right? You want them to see your personality, and you want to learn a bit more about the folks who are viewing your content. So if you've not yet dipped your toe into live streams, just do it. Just do it. Friends, I'm going to stop that share at this moment, friends, so that I can let me play a bit more of that video that we're going to clip.
But they'll go in my travel bag, and I'll still have my
I
prunes
get
at
set
home
up.
because I just got prunes on the grocery order. So, yeah, the prunes are 35 count, $39.99 for you get 35 packs.
Okay, friends, I am taking you back behind the scenes, and this time we are actually in YouTube Studio. And I told you we're going to trim that video where Kendi K, and y'all, I did this video yesterday. So again, it's always a timely topic for Shop Talk, and there's no timelier topic than for me to show you, do a live demonstration and show you how I was able to fix this video and optimize it for engagement and for replay as part of my YouTube content library. So let's do that. Let's learn from this. And y'all, I invite you to continue to drop your comments throughout the chat, and especially any questions. If you have any questions as we're going along, please continue to drop those in the chat so that I can see them. And don't forget to put a question mark at the end of it, and that will help my eye to see that you have a comment. So y'all, we're back into the back office for YouTube Studio. Remember, YouTube Studio is only available to YouTube content creators. Y'all, this is the full desktop edition. So welcome if this is your first time seeing the YouTube Studio full desktop edition. I highly encourage you to do that. Y'all, I don't want to lose sight of that. So y'all, I'm going into what we call the editor. This is the thumbnail, and we're going to edit this video behind the scenes. So here is the full video that has not yet been edited.
In some serious trouble. Can y'all tell me what's going on with the live time? It's something with the car. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Something I'm forgetting. Something really simple.
Okay. So this was a 11-minute and 9-second video. We're going to trim it down, get it tight and right and ready for optimize. Because what I did is I started this and I started my live stream. Instead of me talking about being at Costco, doing the live stream, picking up a high protein hot dog, all beef hot dog for lunch, and my high fiber products that I picked up, my Groom's gummies and my edamame. Instead, y'all, I went into a rant. Completely full on rant about all of the trouble I had been having doing live streams, especially from the car. So I want to clip that content out, if you will, so that everything will just be really optimized for the replay. And y'all, this will be permanently a part of my content moving forward. Absolutely. Thank you all. Thank you. Welcome in. I see another content creator or two. It is Lala, America's High Vibe Coach. And of course, y'all, it's that guy, Kyle Vlog. Thank you all for being here. And if you are new to Shop Talk, welcome. And if you are already a part of the Content Creator Collective, welcome back. Thank you for being here. Y'all, we are behind the scenes today, learning how to clip our videos. And y'all, friends, what I did, friends, is I clicked on the editor button and it popped me right over here. And I clicked on trim. And y'all, it puts up that beginning blue slider and the end blue slice. The blue slider at the end of the content. And y'all already know I want this not to be 11 minutes long. We're gonna cut that thing down. So I want to get rid of Kendi K's rant about technology and all the trouble I'm having with YouTube. Okay, want to get rid of that little ranting that I was doing. Kendi K went straight into a rant. And I'm like, oh my goodness, am I doing that? And then I stopped. Okay. And I adjusted myself in real time because I'm live. I had an audience with me. And so this might be where I want to start.
So I just had a delicious beef hot dog from Costco for $1.50.
So do you hear that?
Friends,
Do you hear that, friends? This is more where I want this video to start for real, for real. So you see that I just dragged over the blue slider to where I want the video to stop and actually start now. I'm going to clip out. That's why it's in red on the left-hand side, left of that blue slider. It's going to clip that part out. It's going to clip that part out. Now, friends, you can also go right here. This is kind of the preview menu, and you can listen. You can listen back. See, I can drag this way over here and see what it's talking about at this time stamp, 4 minutes, 39 seconds, 4 minutes, 39 seconds, and then 16th of a second.
the price point is down to like $1.14 per pack.
Okay. And if I want to go back and if I want to check to make sure that that is exactly, I just drag this slider back. Notice that it's changing the time over there. And this is going to start at about 43 seconds here. And I just hit the play button here.
So I just had a delicious beef hot dog from Costco for $1.50. Friends, you can't go wrong with that beef hot dog. And I think they serve it on a bratwurst bun, which is a...
So y'all, it was snip. That's pretty good for me. And friends, you can also hit the preview button and it'll let you know, do you have that exactly as you want?
I just had a delicious beef hot dog from Costco for $1.50.
Okay, y'all, friends, suppose I wanted to cut something out of the middle. Suppose Candy K had one of her sneezing fits, or suppose Candy K had a phone call, a personal phone call that came up. I forgot to mute that phone call. So I'm going to clip that out for the video on demand for the replays situations. So you just drag this head right here to wherever you want the new cut to be. Click on that plus sign. It says new cut right there. And then, friends, you adjust it. Notice that it's in red because it means whatever is in red is going to be cut out of this, right? So I can hit the check mark to confirm that, yes, I want to cut that. Or maybe you say, oh, no. I want to keep everything else. Then I just hit the X. So notice here on the left of this, I cut out the beginning 45 seconds or so when Candy K was going on a rant, talking about what is going on with my live streaming, because Candy K is live on location and I keep having technical difficulties. I don't want my viewers on the replay to hear that. I want it to focus on just what they're looking at, me picking up a hot dog for lunch at Costco, and the great deal that I got on the Grooms gummies and this edamame. Both are two good choices for me as I focus on high protein and high fiber in every meal as part of my weight loss journey. So y'all, when you are done, if you don't like the cuts that you've made, or if you're nervous, you can always click on discard changes. Everything goes back to normal like it should. If you are satisfied that this video is beginning and ending exactly as it should, let's pop over towards the end and let's listen to the end of this and let's see if that's a good ending spot, or maybe we need to trim a little bit from the end, because we can trim from the end as well. You just drag the end of that blue to where you want it to end. So I could end this live stream after 5 minutes. But let's see where it is. What if you don't remember? You just drag it where you want it and see where we go. Let's listen in. Ooh, y'all, it looks like
saying that I'm alive at this moment.
Ooh, y'all, there's some more technical difficulties. Oh my gosh, I didn't even remember this, y'all.
I'm still a new content creator. Clearly.
Can you tell that Candy K as a content creator was kind of frustrated? Yes. Y'all, I don't mind using YouTube Studio for free. Okay, Candy K is going to keep all of her monthly YouTube checks. They're in the bank. They are in the bank, growing each and every month, and now earning interest on my YouTube payments every 30 days. So y'all, there clearly is some time where I need to move this up a little bit. And let's see if this is a good ending point, because I really only want to be talking about my Costco purchases and my weight loss journey during this lifestyle content.
Only 4 net carbs, so not bad there. So also high, very high in fiber, 5 grams of fiber for 1 ounce. So yeah, I'm definitely probably going to be adding this to salad. So if you like salad with a little savory to it, a little bit of sweetness to it, this will definitely help with that. Does have the sea salt on it though, so keep that in mind if you are challenged by salt and sodium to raise your blood pressure. Just be mindful of that. But I think it'll be a nice balance, and I wanted to try them, and I tasted them because they were sampling them in the store today. And it says Best Buy.
Okay, so it looks like I need a little bit more. So I'm going to back it up a little bit more, and let's double check.
And it says Best Buy date of 12/26, and so I've got about 6 months to eat these. I think we're
just a little bit more. And y'all can fine tune that zooming in by just hitting my plus sign right there, so that you can really get some fine tuning there. You see how I had to give it a second to catch up there? Let's make sure we have this just right.
And so I've got about 6 months to eat these. I think we're okay. Thank you all for rocking and riding.
Ooh, it's Candy K saying her phrases, rocking and riding with me. I think I'm finding it.
Rocking and riding with me. This is Candy K all the day.
And y'all, I think we did it. It's Candy K all day. And y'all, look at this video. It's now down from 11 minutes down to 9 minutes and 24 seconds. So, yep, I have it sufficiently clipped to where I want it to be. I'm satisfied with the new beginning point and the new ending point. It's going, because this is in red, it's going to clip all of that off of the end and then everything back. It's going to clip that first 45 seconds or so off on the beginning. Once you're satisfied with everything, you go up to the upper right hand corner, and I can cancel out all of those suggested changes that I've made, or I can say I'm satisfied. And then, friends, it's going to say your new adjusted video has moved down from 11 minutes down to 8 minutes and 39 seconds. It said it might take from a few minutes to a couple hours for these changes to go into effect, but realize that you had to check this box. You've got to now acknowledge that these changes are in fact permanent. You've got to acknowledge that once you make these changes, you won't be able to undo them. Okay? So if you want to back out of that, cancel. But if you are satisfied, these are the changes you want to make. And friends, while the video is processing through, going back through the YouTube studio, supercomputers, and while it's clipping the beginning, the end, or something down the middle, and you're able to do it as much as like 4 or 5 clips in the middle, as in addition to trimming from end to end. Y'all just do some practice is what I would do. Or if you do have a video where you know, oh my goodness, I just need to cut the end of that off, or I just need to cut the beginning of that off. And y'all, that's literally what I needed to do. So I'm going to go ahead and confirm those changes. And it says that video editing is in progress. And so while those changes are being made through the YouTube supercomputers, it will continue to show on the replay, the original version, the uncut version. Okay. But once it has made those changes, then that video will go from 11 minutes back down to 8 minutes and 39 seconds. Y'all, let me check and let's see what kind of questions or comments we have. Kyle says that it's not a question, but Kyle makes a comment. He says he doesn't really use the full desktop edition of YouTube Studio much. Then I would tell you that you are underutilizing all of the free resources that YouTube gives and makes available to you as a content creator. Thank you, Lala. Lala agrees that she says, Ask Studio rules. It definitely rules my content creation processes. Oh, you're welcome. Lala says she's going to do some editing right now. I encourage you, y'all, the best way for you to make the most of this demo in YouTube Studio, teaching you how to edit your live streams using the free trim feature available to you right through YouTube Studio. The best way for you to really internalize it is to go ahead and practice and actually trim a video or two on your own channel. And this works not just for live streams, it works for videos on demand as well. The content has to be in YouTube Studio already. A question from Cal Blog. Yes, I'm sharing my screen, and this is exactly what you would see in YouTube Studio, but this is my YouTube Studio, which I only have access to. That's a great question, Kyle. Happy to clarify that. Life with Wanda says, Kendi K, this is very much needed. And y'all, thank you. Again, it was just such a timely topic for me because I was live at Costco yesterday and having a very frustrating time as I began the live stream and then again as I was ending the live stream. And so I needed to cut those parts out because I did get my faculties together, my senses together. And I said, Kendi K, come on, you are live. You need to keep your conversation associated with buying these Groons, gummies, and the edamame so that you can push fiber into your diet. Natasha in the middle, welcome, friend. Hey there, Natasha. She says, this is a great tutorial. I'd like to hear that. Thank you for that positive feedback, Natasha in the middle. Let me share some of my favorite creators. There's Kyle Vlog. Y'all put that in the chat. Y'all know how we do. Kyle is our guy. Hashtag that guy, Kyle Vlog. Thank you for being here, Kyle. Grant's Faithful GLP-1 Journey says the built-in YouTube Studio editing tool does a really good job. And one of the best reasons why I like it, because it is very user-friendly. Y'all, if I'm able to use the YouTube Studio editing software at 50, y'all, I'm 50 years old. If I can do it, you believe me, you can too. Grant says that he enjoys this app. And yeah, there's also one other app that is available for content creators. It's called the Create app. But my favorite, hands down, is the YouTube Studio app. Sandra James says she had a little trouble the first time she tried to use it, so she's going to try again. Yes. Now that you have the tutorial, y'all watch this episode of Shop Talk. You know, every episode of Shop Talk is live Q&A for the YouTube content creator. Then you can pause it when you watch it on the replay as you are working to edit your own content, is my suggestion. Gemini Diva says, I needed this for real, for real. Hey there, Melinda G. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. It's Kendi K all day. I love that so many creators are coming through and leaving your comments. Thank you for being a part of the Content Creator Collective. Absolutely. Friends, I'm going to go ahead and take us out of this mode so we can just talk shop as YouTube content creators. Jerry G, my apologies, Jerry G. Y'all, Jerry G has had phenomenal growth on his channel. Y'all, I always see Jerry G. He is giving and he is supporting so many of us as part of the Content Creator Collective. Y'all, that's what we're about here. Creators supporting creators. And y'all, I went back to one of my favorite pieces of content from Jerry G when he was sharing his church family with us, and they were doing an appreciation celebration, and it was a dinner theater. And y'all, it was such a faith-based moment, and I just love that, Jerry. And so I recently went back and watched that whole thing again just this week, And so, y'all, I encourage y'all to be intentional. Y'all, let's support one of our own. It's Jerry G. Y'all, he's from the SIP. That's short for Mississippi. Y'all, thank you all for being here. That is Shop Talk. And again, we learned how to start a poll straight through YouTube Studio. And we learned also how to go ahead and edit our content, be it long form videos or live streams. Once you've uploaded them into YouTube Studio, you can go to the full desktop edition, How do you get to the full desktop edition? You go to studio.youtube.com. Go to studio.youtube.com. I encourage you to go ahead and bookmark that by clicking on the star in the URL line up there at the top of your browser, and you'll be right on in there. Y'all, thank you for sticking and staying with Kendi K all day. I appreciate you for joining me for this episode. Y'all, it doesn't take long now because we're going to keep things focused and we're going to keep things rolling in the right way. Let's check on our poll before we go. Can we do that? Let's go ahead and check on that poll before we go so that we can see what folks are thinking. I asked you a question in the poll question today. I asked, well, wait a minute, Kendi K. The poll question for today, let me try a screen share again. The poll question for today, if we go back over to the YouTube Studio software, streaming software, the poll question for today was, do you miss the channel parades? And I can look right there and see that folks have been voting as they've been coming in. And then, y'all, I can take the time now to hit the in that poll. I'm clicking on that in the poll button. And then we scroll on down. There's an arrow there telling me to scroll on down. And there it is. Did you miss the channel parades? 91% of us said, yes, we have. Looks like at least one person said, no, I don't miss them. Yeah, the only way, if you're missing them, it's probably because you have been featured in the channel parade. And that's what I do on the channel parade, y'all. I'm planning some special things. It's taking a little bit more time for me to edit, but I want to put everyone in the best light. So if you want to be featured in Kendi K's channel parade, my parade of channels featuring some of the newest content creators in these YouTube streets. Y'all, that's how we help each other, is we get as many eyes on your content. And what you've got to do, friends, is you've got to continue to put out your best content. Friends, thank you all for being here. This is Kendi K all day. I thank you all for being here. Thank you all for joining me. My goodness, we've got time for a little bit of a celebration, and I just noticed that in my chat because I saw Gemini Diva and so many others telling Grant congratulations. Wanda says, this tutorial seems very complicated. Friends, if it is too complicated for you, again, I encourage you to watch this stream, episode 114 of Shop Talk. It's called Fix Your YouTube Video in Minutes. And then you'll be able to stop it as you are rewatching and as you have the full desktop edition of YouTube Studio out and open for you. Friends, if you are interested in Kendi K working with you to coach you as a YouTube creator, y'all please connect with me, and I'm happy to do so. You can find my information in the description box of every episode of Shop Talk. Practice makes perfect. So what are we celebrating today? Just crossed the 1,000 watch hour mark. Congratulations, Grant. Congratulations, Grant. So you're headed not just to initial monetization, you are headed to full monetization because you've already smashed through that first gate with over 1,000 subscribers already. And now, friends, for full monetization, you need 4,000 watch hours, and Grant already has 1,000 watch hours. under your belt. That's a pretty good feeling. Y'all, thank you. Grant Chronicles, Grant and his wife, Christy, as pictured there, they are chronicling their weight loss family and just their lifestyle as parents and Christian parents and as a Christian family. I love that about the channel. It's a nice, wholesome lifestyle channel. But if you're on a weight loss journey, you'll be really, your ears should perk up with all of the GLP-1 weight loss talk and chronicling of that part of their story. Thank you all. Congratulations comes in. It's from myself to you, Grant. Congratulations. You're on your way. You're on your way. Now, I was able to fully monetize my channel in just 6 months using nothing but my iPhone 15 Pro Max, a $20 ring light. Yeah, I started with about 200 subscribers and went all the way to full monetization in just 6 months. It looks like Grant is going to beat me on that. Why? Because it's all about now creators helping creators. And you often will see Grant's Faithful GLP-1 right here in Shop Talk with 3 live stream episodes a week. I'll answer every question. And y'all, the way that I went through the demonstration today, let me say that as a caveat. The way I walked you through how to trim out the front of a video, the end of the video, or any parts in the middle, that is just one way to do it, y'all. Just like if we were using Microsoft Office or Excel or any of the other apps on our phones, anything, y'all, there's more than one way to do anything. In fact, there's usually endless ways to do anything. And so, y'all, I'm just showing you the way that I've learned to use it. And because if you've never used it, then all you need is one way to use it, y'all. But if you do have any other questions or comments, feel free to put those in the chat at this moment. I thank you for being here. Thank you for your intention. And y'all, if you are interested in my lifestyle content, y'all, I'll be back this evening. And that's why we went to an afternoon lunch and learn edition of Shop Talk, because Candy K will be back for the 76th convention of the Kojic Women, the Church of God in Christ. It's their 76th International Women's Convention. I'll see you this evening for the Thursday night service. Remember, we're wearing yellow tonight. And I love that about the Church of God in Christ, and that the Women's Convention from San Antonio, Texas was one of my favorites. And I look forward to having you join me. If you've never visited Candy K, you never enjoyed any of my lifestyle content, it's Candy K. Candy K is going to church tonight, and I'm taking you with me, and we'll be live. Y'all, last night we got to hear from Dorinda Clark Cole and Grammy Award-winning Erica Campbell from Mary Mary. I don't know, my brain. It's time for me to get some coffee, finish my work day, and y'all, I'll join me tonight live for worship service. Goodbye for now. We need like some music, right? But Kyle told me, Kenny K, your music. We'll try this one.
It's the graduation celebration.
Thank y'all for being
across
here.
the nation for the locked-in patrons.
Thank you, Lala.
It's a graduation.
Thank you for your kindness. Y'all check out Lala. She's inches away from monetization. Check her out and let her know Candy K sent you.
We want to say congratulations.
You know, when you get 50, that chair dance is strong.
Y'all stayed on the grind, now you're in the big time. It takes a lot of work to get
Thank y'all for joining me.
Y'all keep your eyes on the prize and realize your dream. You know what I mean? We are proud of all of y'all, so let me do a roll call.
Dorothy the Explorer, welcome in, friend.
Running his mouth. He puts action behind his words.
Another new creator.
On the verge.
Check her out.
The success of giving up. He's always on time, urging us to step it up. Corey's World. Look at you, girl. You made it after all these years.
The chair dance.
I see the pride